map. Come to the source code folder, import. Okay. This is .map.js. Before we talk about the map, we need to talk about the data structure again. So we have talked about this yesterday. Data structure is based on the structural data type. There are several commonly used data structure such as array, stack, queue, stuff like that. And for those data structures like object, we know that object is keyed collection of data, and array is ordered collection of data. And yesterday we have talked about set, which is similar to array, but only contains unique values or elements. Okay. So today we're gonna talk about a map. Map is similar to object, but allowed any type of case. What does this mean? So suppose you have an object, vehicle. You have a number, hello. You have a symbol. Symbol, right? SYM and word, right? So we want to loop through the case of this object, only case. For that index, let's do a k. When we want to loop index or want loop k, we use for in. So object, cancel the log. Let's take a look. Oh, let's take a look. Type of k. Yeah, as you can see, string, and another one is a symbol, right? So why? Because this k is number one, right? It's supposed to be a number, but why we return a string? Because whatever the key of the object only accepts two types of a key. One is string, another one is symbol. Only accept these two type of keys. Even you use number as a key, eventually gonna be converted to a string. So this is the limit of object. On the other hand, so let map does not have such limitation. Accept all what is a data structure, except all any types of key suppose we have a, let's just do obj. We have a method a.add. The method is set. So map instance map set, and we pass a obj object into that. We display this. We give an opj and we give it a obj info. We display so you can see here. So right here, object has been used as a key, and this is the value obj info. Right? This is a So a map instance is able to accept object as a key. Besides that, let's do add some other things. So number one, vehicle set hello world, and we display it again. Yeah, object key, number key. As you can see, it's still the number, and string key. Delete. Let's m.delete hello. Cancel the log m. Object key, number key, and the hello key has been removed, right? c.has m.has number one. Has means check if this key existing in this map instance. Cancel true, right? Because we check this key is existing. D. We give it a sim value as cover same key name. So m dot hello world and hello world, right? Yeah. So only one left. So there, this character, this specification is just same thing as object. When you have same key, so the second key gonna be covered first, right? And we can do get value. So m.get hello so the log, the value is word, right? And f.size m.size. It's just similar to array dot length or set dot size, right? Set is 3 because we have 3 cases, 3 values, right? Finally, we do clear logged m.clear. This is a method on defend, right? So all the contents and values in the case has been cleared, right? So use case. Oh, second we talk about traversal. I think it's pretty much the same thing. Let's do m.for m.forEach. Value value. Yep. Object info vehicle w word, right? So the value has been traversed. What if we do value and index value is not what? Sorry, b.le. Yep. So this is value. This is the key. This is the value. This is the key. This is the value. This is the key. So you have to remember that in the reverse order of array.forEach. And because array.forEach display index in the order of index and value, and for each. So let's do for let value of m. So dot log value let of. So as you can see here, the value be returned is an array. It is the return value is a key value pair, right? Return key value pair it means that we can do it this way. We can do a simple destructuring assignment. Hello world. Okay, index value of m console log index value. Yeah, as you can see here, so number one value hello world, and this is an object, right? Object info. Last that we can do let index of m dot case. So yeah, only case has been right. Only case has been returned, right? How about for let value of m dot values? So dot value. See, only value has been returned, right? And there is another method called of entry m dot entries. So index k value. Right here we still need to do a destructuring assignment. So key value. Yeah, key value, right? So this is the traversal, several ways. I think the details is you have to do. You have to remember that when you use for each on the map instance, the value and the key order is reverse order of array dot for each. So let of m.keys, let of m.values, let of m.entries. These several methods are same thing as array, right? So use case. This use case is very simple. So every scenario you are considering to use object, you can use map as well. I've read some materials said if your task is to add elements, add a key value pair and delete key value pair frequently, the map instance, map data structure has the higher performance than object. But there's no proof, but I just have read that material. So same as object. The last thing is weak set. Weak set, just same thing as the same as weak set map. So it means that weak map cannot be iterated, right? So weak map use weak reference. Weak map has no size property because you cannot be iterated, so you don't have size. You don't have size property either, right? Which is pretty straightforward. Yeah. Now I'm gonna talk about the weak reference again. I'll give you an example of strong reference at o.obj, strong reference. So suppose like this is now you have initialized a new object and using strong reference. When you use it somewhere like O, there is a garbage collector. It's called GC. Every time you use the O object, the garbage collector gonna be surf increment. Gonna do a surf increment. So you're gonna count where you use this object. How many times you use this object. When you don't need this method, you just so the garbage collector gonna decrease one, so gonna back to 0. So when it backs to 0, the garbage collector frequently will check if the object is still in use, or if you're not using that anymore, the garbage collector gonna collect this, collect this. But when your garbage collector is greater than 0, it will never be a garbage collect. But in weak set, so suppose you have a weak set. Let w weak set dot new weak map, and you add set o set. Okay, this is weak references. So this one, they did not add number on top of garbage collector. So when object O is set free, the O in the weak set in weak map instance will be disappeared directly, right? So this function or feature is always used for temporary storage. Right? This is used temporary storage. So every time you use some object or some data in the weak map, this is a weak reference if the original object or original instance has been set free. So the data in the W weak map will disappear automatically. So there's no garbage collector. It doesn't care if you are still using this object or not, right? So basically, generally this feature is used for temporary storage, right? Yeah, this is pretty much everything today about the new data structure map.